Let's talk about why you can't seem to get over your ex and what you can do about it. Breakups can feel like a never-ending loop, right? I mean, one minute you're fine, the next you're replaying old conversations with them, or you're checking their socials, or you're wondering if they're thinking about you. And if you're stuck in that cycle, let me tell you, you're not alone. I speak to a lot of people that get stuck in this vortex. But here's a reason why it's happening, and once you understand it, you can begin to move on. First, here's the hard truth. Getting over your ex isn't just about missing them as a person. A lot of times, it's about what they represented to you. Maybe it's the future that you imagined together. Maybe it's the validation you got from being loved by them. Or maybe it's just the routine. You got used to texting them and seeing them, and now there's this huge void in your life. It's not just them you're grieving, it's the life you thought you were going to have with them. Another reason you might feel stuck, you're romanticizing the relationship. You're only focusing on the highlights, the sweet moments, the what ifs. But let's be real here. If the relationship was perfect, you wouldn't be in the position you're in right now, would you? Remind yourself of the full picture, not just the parts your mind is clinging to, because it's easier to hold on to the fantasy than to face the pain of letting go. So, what can you do about it? First, you got to cut the cord. That means no checking their socials, no rereading old texts, and definitely no just one quick look to see what they're up to. Every time you do that, you are reopening the wound. Think of it like this. You can't heal from a paper cut if you keep picking off the scab and digging at it. Next, you got to focus on rediscovering yourself. What did you love to do before you met them? What parts of yourself did you put on hold while you were together with them? Start pouring energy back into those things. Pick up some new hobbies, spend time with your friends, or even just take yourself out for coffee. It's about rebuilding your sense of self outside of that relationship that you depended on so much. And then finally, give yourself grace. Please listen to me. Healing is not linear. Some days you'll feel like you're on top of the world, like you're finally getting it. And other days you'll want to crawl back into bed and just cry. Both are okay. Just don't get stuck in the story that you'll never get over them, because honestly, you will. Here's the thing. Getting over your ex isn't about erasing them from your memory. It's about letting go of the version of them and the relationship you're still holding on to. It's about making peace with what happened and choosing to move forward, even if that's hard. The sooner you start focusing on your growth, on your happiness, and on your future, the sooner you'll realize they weren't the whole story. They were just a chapter. And you've got so much more left to write in your book. Remember, the higher you climb, the better the view. Let me encourage you to climb higher, because you deserve to be happy.